Welcome back into SWH Live as we're rolling along here in the Pro Division. PAMA, Labeda Golden Knights, the Tour Mudcats. First round robin game for each of these teams. Mudcats in the very, very white and gray jerseys. They'll go from left to right on your screen in period number 1. The Golden Knights in the dark silver, black, and gold jerseys. They'll go from right to left in your screen in period number 1. First possession belongs to the Golden Knights. Jared Hart up the left wing side for Sean Garsh. Garsh tries to go to the front of the net. That one was knocked away by Skylar Hoare, who has it left wing corner. But you get back, and walking out front with a shot was Nowick, but that one went high over the net. Another turnover here from the Mudcats. A little sloppy play early on, and controlling it are the Mudcats. Once they get it back after putting a turnover of their own. Taylor Kane, left wing side. Drops it back into his own zone. The crafty veteran, CJ Yoder, into the nearest circle. Into the high slot. That one was poked free over the far side. Chris Dreft joined by George Brown. George, no pun intended, but that was an exciting victory for you, my friend.
It wasn't too exciting once we got down 2-0 early, but I mean, so it was a lot of resiliency from my guys. RPD is a great team, man. I mean, you got a team like RPD, and you have to show them some respect during that game because they're going to come out strong, they're going to come out hard, they're going to come out fast. They're a phenomenal team, and so I think my guys showed them respect, and well, we got the W.
I will say, George, you were down 2-0. I joined the broadcast after coaching my game, and you guys won. Just throwing it out there.
Thanks, Trev. It was all you, buddy.
Take it the way you want it. I'm just letting you know.
It was all you, my friend. I know.
Speaking of no, Travis No in the far corner. Or scratch that. That would have been an awesome segue, but it was actually Walters. Puck taken by CJ Yoder. Yoder around the back of the net. Mudcats with the puck. 15:51 left in the first period. This one's brought into the zone by Bovey. Bovey, long range shot. And the save is made by the goaltender, James Mello. George, two maybe dark horses here in the Pro Division. Who, or not who, but what are the keys to success for both of these teams?
You think, number one, I personally, I don't think they're dark horses. I think either of these teams could pull off a win, and nobody would be really spectacularly surprised. But
my dark horse is what I meant was maybe they're not like your Black Ice and your Snipers. Those are your top two favorites, but they're that second tier where no one would be surprised if they won, but it's not like, oh, they're not going to get picked. They're not going to get picked by many people.
I get that.
If you get what I'm saying.
I get that. I mean, the key to the game for the Mudcats, it's simple. They have big bodies, and they're probably going to be the biggest team here, size-wise. You got to charge the net, you got to get traffic in front of the net, and make sure that you just pound puck toward the net and battle for rebounds. That's going to be their game. Slowing the game down, they don't want to go end-to-end with any team because that would be a PAMA-type game. Slowing the game down and battling in front of the net is going to be the Mudcat-type game. Now, if you're PAMA, you want to get into that end-to-end action. They're going to slow it down a little bit, but the transition game is going to be huge for them. And also, how well Joel Eisenhower plays. They will live and die by Joel Eisenhower if you're the Mudcats. So that's it for the Mudcats. Use their big bodies in front of that and make sure Joel Eisenhower has to play extremely well.
He's got something to prove here.
He does.
He's a long-time backup for the Black Ice, and everyone looks at him and labels him as the backup for Black Ice. He's trying to make his name as a starter. That's why he jumped ship over to the Mudcats, so he can get that playing time and show that he's a top pro goaltender.
And you have to understand that if you're Jason Muro and he leaves to go and get a starting job, you have to understand something like that.
Well, I don't think Muro's mad at all. I'm sure you understand. Big tie-up off the draw as we fixed an issue in the crease. Finally, the puck pops free. Here comes Alexi. Left wing side, Alexi comes into the zone. Now he goes back into his own end. Gives the puck off to John Cena. Alexi played last year for the San Diego Gulls, so I might go talk to him. See what he's thinking for next year. Down the right side, shot by Seamer. That one is blocked by the aforementioned Joel Eisenhower. Puck comes back down into the PAMA zone. Jordan Thomas has it for the Golden Knights. Goes to the right wing side for Seamer. He swings it left wing, Alexi. Out high. That one is taken by Osterkamp. This one's sent up to Alexi. Taken by Jordan Thomas. Thomas behind the net. Gives it to Osterkamp. So bear with us. Apparently the scoreboard's messed up a little bit on the teams, but we're getting
Just got the scoreboard fixed. We're all good now. It should read Golden Knights, Mudcats.
Puck goes to the front of the net. Mudcats with a chance. It bounces in on goal, and Mello makes the save and hangs on for the whistle with 14:15 left in the first.
Oh man, Trev, these first few games, I'm even more interested now in the second tier of games. The second crack everybody gets at it, because the simple fact that I think we were surprised by some teams. I'm sure nobody thought that excitement would beat RPD. I'm sure nobody thought it would be a 10-2 game for the Snipers over the Coyotes. A great game, Border Cats and Connex. I know you weren't at that game. I
didn't hear the final, but what'd you think of? We'll get back to that as George had to step away for a second. But Osterkamp to the right wing side. Miller around the back of the Mudcats net. Tries to throw it to the back door, but that one was blocked. Now Noah, wrist shot, that one missed wide. Puck ramps out towards center. Big collision right in front of the scorer's box. A penalty coming here against PAMA. Osterkamp will head to the penalty box for a hook. What I was going to say, George, is what'd you think of Connex's jerseys? Because you know I'm a nerd like that, so.
Honestly, I'm not a big fan. They were the basketball type jerseys.
Me neither. Because I get what they were going for, but it's roller hockey, it's not basketball. I like the color scheme, don't get me wrong, and I love the creativity, but you know.
Yeah, creativity.
If they were done like an old school Phoenix Coyotes jersey, then I'd have been all bored.
Right.
Look at Seamer, he's gonna go coast to coast, and he misses it wide. Another penalty coming up here. This one's gonna go against the Mudcats. John Seamer.
And that's the game the Mudcats don't want to get into, the end-to-end action. And Seamer went there short-handed, and so it'll be now 3-on-3 instead of a power play.
Seamer played one game for the Atlanta Gladiators last season of the ECHL. And unfortunately, he had to play when we were playing Florida. So, looks like Mello's trying to fix something. Might have a skate issue.
I didn't expect that to be the first shootout. I was expecting maybe the Connex Border Cat game to be the first shootout. In that game, Connex had a 3-0 lead. Border Cats came back to tie it. And then Connex took the game away 6-3. But phenomenal hockey so far in the first
we only had one
set of games.
blowout, so it was from start to finish. John Seamer mucking and grinding, trying to get this puck, but Taylor King. Those two are just working each other. But you know what I love about Seamer? He didn't back away.
From no matter what size, and Seamer's going to give it to you.
And he's so strong. For being a small guy, and when you see him off the rink, he's scrawny as heck. He looks like he's 160 pounds, but I mean, he's impossible to get off the puck, and he's just a grinder, man. I had a chance to see him play ice hockey, and I was curious about it last year because he went to camp with the Glads too before he went back to Macon.
This is already the most physical game we've seen.
Look at him. Seamer still has it. Forehand shot, save, made the rebound. And Eisenhower gets down on it.
Eisenhower came up big there.
But he plays ice hockey just like he does roller. Obviously a little more so. He doesn't back down to the big guys. And he's way smaller compared to those big ice guys in the ECHL and the SPHL.
It's just awesome to see. I've seen John. He played for me in 14 and under division. So I've seen him since he was that age, and He's been playing hard-nosed ever since he was little.
Mission Bauer Border Cats, Mission Labeda Snipers is going to be up next. Cody Page has it for the Mudcats. Goes up the right wing side. Big Taylor Kane into the zone. Cuts to the middle. Shoots. Mellow the pad stop. Now the puck's wrapped around the boards all the way back into the Mudcat zone. I will tell you something that I do love is James Mello's pads. Out there.
They are pretty cool.
What I think is underutilized is customized pads. Like put some logos on the goalie's pads, like Eddie Lack from Carolina when he was in Vancouver. Like let's get some. We don't have to just make them colored. And why do they all have to be white? You know, let's get some colorful pads. A la Carey Price. That's the stuff that is can't put me to sleep tonight, and no one else cares about. A transition play here for PAMA in front. Joey Dorn shoots and scores. 1-0 Golden Knights lead. 11:41 left in the first. 2-on-1 work to perfection.
And what did we say early in the game, Treffy? I said that the important thing on that game was going to be the transition game for the PAMA Golden Knights. And right there, 2-on-1, they make it count.
Osterkamp to Doran to Twine, and it's 1-0 Golden Knights. Face off won by PAMA back at center. Alexi. Puts it behind the net. Gonzalez. Sends it up the right wing side. Here comes PAMA. One's dropped off to Garsh. Garsh shimmies to the middle. Shot. That one is stopped by Eisenhower. 11:19 left in period number 1. We have ourselves a 1-0 PAMA Labeda Golden Knights lead.
Two totally different types of teams here. If you're the Mudcats, like I said earlier, it's probably going to be one of those slow it down games that you want to take advantage of. But if you're the Golden Knights, it's transition, it's speed, it's getting everything going and making sure you're playing at the top level, because what the Mudcats don't want to get into is an end-to-end game. And right now, because of that transition, here's a chance in front.
Jamming at the front of the net.
This is the Mudcat game, battling down low.
C.J. Yoder tried to get it in, but couldn't even get a shot off. A penalty coming here to the Mudcats. They go to the far side. Thomas shoots. Save made by Eisenhower. Rebound is touched up. And a power play coming here to the Golden Knights already.
Those teams going for a slash.
Leading 1-0. 10:45 left in the first period. A 1-0 Golden Knights lead. Chris Treft alongside George Brown here on SWH Live. And we got ourselves a man advantage coming to the Golden Knights.
It's Bilstein going to the box. Shorthanded here for the Mudcats. Power play for the Golden Knights. It could be 2-0 early here because of the power play. It'll be one thing that I want to see here on the power play is they usually have quick puck movement. And it's important here. They got Garrett Haar out here. It looks like Garsh down low. Brett Ollinger and Darren Noack.
First shot goes
Those
wide.
are the 4 power play specialists for the Golden Knights. It's Hines, Kane, Lauren Barron, Will Hines, and Taylor Kane on the PK for the Mudcats.
Puck goes back into the Golden Knights zone as they tried to get a couple of chances away, but it was broken up. Puck sent down low. Now to the right point, Carr. To the near side, they go to far wing shot, they score! Beautiful passing, and the Golden Knights have a power play and a 2-0 lead. The beneficiary of some excellent passing there, Sean Garsh.
That was the play they were looking for. Garsh from a tough angle, but Garsh usually plants that one home every single time. And it's 2-0, 8 minutes into this game, Treff.
That's huge.
It's been Mudcats most of this first period.
Not converging on their chances. You're always talking about it.
I beg your pardon, the Golden Knights most of this first period. The Mudcats have got to get the puck down low, slow this game down, and get whacking in front. Get some dirty goals. That's the Mudcat game.
Back the other way. Mudcats looking to get one of those goals back. Cody Page didn't like what he saw up court, so he goes back into his own and leaves it for Skylar Hoare. Hoare in, shot, Mello the save. Golden Knights find the loose puck, and here they come the other way. Walters tried to feather it to the front, but that one was knocked aside. In behind the goal, battle for the puck. Walters comes away with it. Puck is wrapped around the wall at center. Alexi. Alexi to the far wing. It's blocked. And possession here. Going to the Mudcats. Left wing side. Chance from the far wing, but that one was knocked away. Illinois with the opportunity. Cody Page fires it back into his own zone. Back to get it. Kyle Phelps. Man, George Brown knows quite well. Played with him for years. Phelps down the left wing side. Gets away from Seamer, fires it back into his own zone.
What do you think about the Mudcat jerseys?
Too much white.
And if you look down closely, it's like a silver. Their gloves are silver. It's like a light silver.
I just think it's too aggressive.
I like the white. I mean, my jersey has a lot of white in it when we wear the whites.
Yeah, but I don't know. I like a logo. Give me something. Give me something that pops. Like it's white on white.
Understood.
You know?
It's really white on silver. I don't mind them. I think they look clean. Very clean.
Well, obviously they're brand new.
Thanks, Jeff.
Except for might have a little bit of dust on the shin guard back there after taking a fall. 7:47 left in the first period. I'll be honest with you, I like the Border Cats jerseys the best so far. Absolutely love them.
Yeah, Border Cat, and it's a classy look too.
I like the Golden Knights too.
If you're going with the best for me, and we haven't seen all the jerseys, we're going with best jerseys. So far, I would have to say for me, Mudcats are up there right now. But worst jerseys, I hate to say it because I love them, but the Roadrunners.
Yeah, they aren't great. I don't think they're the worst though. I don't know who I want to say worst yet. I gotta see both sets. Because I don't like camo, so I might give it to the Coyotes. Bringing this one up ahead. A shot, that one goes high over the net as the Mudcats look to have an opportunity on goal. Now this one's played back all the way in behind the Mudcat zone. But hey, if you want to let us know what you're thinking, what's your best and what's your worst jerseys, we'll give you some shout outs on the air. Let us know from the jerseys you've seen so far, what do you like best and what don't you like? Downtown George Brown, Chris Treft on social media. Chris_Treft on Twitter. What do you got, George?
Downtown GE Brown, so hit me up on there. Or hit me up on Facebook if we're friends already. I can't accept any more friends.
Got too many. 6:22 left in the first period. Seamer has the near side. Tried to go up the wall for Har, but that one was blocked.
It's just because I got 5,000 friends tracked. But Downtown GE Brown on Instagram, Downtown GE Brown on Twitter.
19 still pending.
Yeah, more than 19, though.
Yeah, but let us know. Or, you know what, want to ask us a question, we'll answer it right here on the air. Down the left wing side. Long range shot from Skylar Hoare, blocked by Mello. This one bounces back into the Mudcat zone. You know what I like to see out here is, and it's cool to think about, remember those Mission Bauer Next Gen teams?
Yeah.
They were just loaded, weren't they? They can see all them guys littered throughout the other
loaded
teams.
and had some of the best jerseys as well.
Yes, talking good jerseys. Now, if you want to see some good jerseys, wait till the unveiling for the Atlanta Gladiators jerseys in the ECHL next year. Now, those are going to be fresh.
Bill Wyman Facebooked me. He said Connex jerseys, he likes them. Bill, I'm interested in hearing why you like them, because I'm not a big fan of the camo on Oakville, so I would say they're one of my least favorite. They're not the least favorite. Connex is at the bottom for me, though.
I put them in the middle because they're still a cool jersey. It's just
I don't know.
It's basketball jersey.
Right. I don't know if I like them.
They're not even from Cali. That's a Phoenix team.
Phoenix Suns.
I know who it was. Shot from the high slot, and the save is made by Mello. You're really trying to think that the biggest jersey nerd in the world over here didn't know the Phoenix Suns jerseys?
I know.
I will say, though, you know, next year, when you're playing NHL 19, you can play with 5 different jerseys that I designed. Just throwing it out
That
there.
is true, because we're going to be on the game.
Adirondack and Atlanta.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
You don't know what they look like in Atlanta, they yell that, because we haven't unveiled them.
You get paid for that?
I won't say anything, but I will say that I got one free jersey from all of them, which is even better than getting paid almost.
I'm talking about since NHL 19 pay the teams to use their jersey.
I think we pay them as a whole, or it's paid out as a whole just to be in the game. So. On the left wing side, trying to cut to the front of the net there was Thomas, but he got upended. We've got some requests for you to give out your Snapchat handle too, George.
Did we?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Or are you requesting?
No, I know your Snapchat.
Oh, right. Downtown G.E. Brown on Snap as well. Listen, I cover it all. Downtown G.E. Brown. Follow me everywhere.
And if you like awkward mirror selfies and opera singing in the shower, then you can follow him on Snapchat.
Chris Kendall sends me a text. Excitement jerseys are the best. Kissy face emoji. Chris Kendall, my boy. Over there, I think he's still in Italy as he just played Worlds. But yeah, hooking penalty coming up here to the Mudcats. But yeah, I do like those excitement jerseys. But in any event, Bill Wyman just said that roller hockey is known for unique jerseys. He's like original, George. Come on.
It's not original. It's stolen from a
He's
basketball
like, roller
team.
hockey is known for unique jerseys. No thanks, Bill. I appreciate it, Captain Obvious. But what I'm saying is I don't like the uniqueness of those jerseys. I don't like the style of that. It doesn't mean I don't like the team. Let's get this clear.
Yeah.
Like, I'll rip on a team's jerseys, and they can be the best team here. But what I'm saying is, design-wise, for those jerseys, I don't like them. It's my opinion. Bill Wyman said because they're unique, they're a basketball jersey. How unique is that? Is that even original?
No, it's not original. They're like, hey, let's put sleeves on a basketball jersey and get matching pants and call it a day. Conics. Golden Knights try to get this one to the front of the net, and the save is made by Eisenhower. And you know, for most people, the story behind the Golden Knights is because, you know, the man in charge of running the old PAMA Cyclones also is now a minority owner for the Golden Knights. So might as well keep it universal, because the Golden Knights have a lot of fans in Southern California in the roller hockey community because of that. And I think PAMA's got some underrated jerseys. I like them.
Bill Wyman just came for us, Treff. He called me and you a hater on the jerseys. He called us a hater.
Don't hate me because you ain't me. That's all I got to say. That's all I got. I'm terrible at trash talking.
Oh, look at all the boys from the U.S. team watching in Italy. They're all watching right now the games.
Far side. He shoots. Miller save it. Slows in front. They score. Garsh.
Eisenhower just had that roll over his shoulder.
Second power play goal of the period. And the Golden Knights go up by a field goal. 2:42 left in the first period. Phelps was arguing with the referee. He didn't like that call, which sent him to the penalty box, but the call was made, and it's now a 3-0 lead.
Yeah. Listen, if you Facebook me, if you tweet me, or DM me on Instagram or anything, it is open game to be read on air. Just letting you know now, it's open season.
Mudcats controlling their own zone. Cody Page skates up with it. And now drops it back into his own end. Will Hines goes over to the far side. Swings brought into the zone. That one's poked away. And Oleski takes it. Quick transition here. Jordan Thomas down the right wing side. He's got a 2-on-1 with Seamer. Thomas waits, tried to get in front for Seamer, but that one was knocked away. It's controlled by J.P. Bielstein. Bielstein stripped to the puck by Oleksi. Now, if those two go at it, that will be an intense battle.
Listen, I can't wait till that happens. This is going to be probably, and it's already been one of the most physical games so far.
Here comes John Seamer. John, as they like to call him. Near side shoots, he scores! John Seamer, what a shot. Bar down. That's a goal in Indy League on any goalie. Unbelievable shot. minute 39 left in the first, and it's now 4-0 Golden Knights. Is PAMA making a statement here, George?
Yeah, PAMA's making a statement here, but that shot, was it Seamer with the shot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why did I not know that? Of course Seamer comes through with that shot.
It wasn't like I was yelling his name while he did.
Yeah, Adam Steele comes through with a text message here. Forget the jerseys commentary. Forget the jerseys. Commentary is spot on. Love you guys. Great job as always. All that matters. So, listen, we're just trying to make the roller hockey world happy. Keep you entertained on air. Keep you watching the games. Make sure they're not boring. We can't do anything about the play. I mean, some people don't like the way my team plays, but we're just going to try to keep it as entertaining as possible. I saw you had Tim McManus on air during my game. How was that?
Well, actually, I was finishing up my game coaching the 2006s, and Greg Thompson was actually doing play-by-play for a little bit.
Right, because I had Greg at the end.
Yeah, so he did play-by-play.
And he came on and we did some interview stuff, and then I told him he had to finish the play-by-play.
So McManus did color. I jumped back in. Tim just decided to stay with me, so.
Yeah, at what point did you come in over for our game?
Right after you went down 2-0.
Gotcha. So you didn't get to announce the 2-0 goals?
No.
Gotcha.
I'm just saying, like I'm saying, I popped on and the excitement just started.
Got it. Got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah. I see. I do see.
Here comes Inouye. Near side. Wrist shot.
Oh, that had a
save. Blocker save made by Mello, and that was a big stop. As it redirected off the blocker and goes up into the mesh. 28.2 seconds left in the first. A 4-0 lead for the Golden Knights. Garsh take the face off for the Golden Knights. Espinoza, the Colombian, taking it for the Mudcats. Draw is one here by the Golden Knights. Garrett Hart sends it up the left side. Bollinger on the right wing.
You know what I like, Jeff?
I'm
going to say this on the air because you know I say everything I need to say on air because I'll say it to somebody's face. I love classy individuals. And I'm not going to say what just happened, but what just happened, guys coming up to me after a battle, even though some things were said in the heat of the battle, coming up after me and just slapping it up, that's huge. Everything that happens on the rink should be left on the rink. If you have no problems when you're off the rink, keep the good stuff off the rink. I mean, you can talk as much junk as you want on the rink, but when the game's over, the game's over. And I think that's when true character is shown. And that goes for all you young hockey players too. On the rink, you got a problem with somebody, don't bring it off the rink. There's no reason for that. We got enough problems in this world already, so why carry it off the rink? Listen, I've been hated on the rink before. I wasn't even that good. I'm saying that to try to humble myself, even though I was amazing.
Yeah,
but
you were an amazing sea leaguer. It was unbelievable.
Oh, Jeff, you got jokes today, bruh. You got jokes.
Every now and again.
Oh, man, this guy, I tell you. I'm going to step away for the intermission. I got to rest my voice.
I'll step away as well. We'll take a quick break. We're doing all these games all day, so we need a little break when we can. So we'll be back after this. SWH Live, 4-0 lead for the Golden Knights over the Mudcats. Welcome back into SWH Live. Puck is down and we're underway in period number 2. The decisive and potentially final period. Big tie-up off the open face-off. Looked like a lacrosse play. And someone's going to get a penalty here. It's going to be John Seamer. He will head to the penalty box. And now the Mudcats with an opportunity to get back in this game as they have the man advantage. They're trailing by 4, though. It's going to be tough to come back against a team of the caliber of the Golden Knights. Face off one by the Mudcats. And Looks like Garrett Haro takes a penalty right off the face-off. Puck comes down, it's touched up by the Golden Knights. And now it's gonna be a 4-on-2 for the Mudcats. This is big here. Just got some more comments about the jerseys. We'll get back to that after this 4-on-2. And George just went to get a coffee. That's what he does. Sometimes he does, you know. He goes to hook everybody up with some coffee. Face off one here by the Golden Knights. They chip it down, and look at the hustle here from Nowick. Now he turns back last second. Taylor Kane back to the point. He gets it back, far side. Up high. Sent to the near wing. Back to the center point. Taylor Kane, far wing. He swings it near side. Try to get it in front. That one was blocked last second. Olinger, beautiful defense. Taylor Kane, far wing to the high point. Slap shot. They score! The Mudcats, a 4-on-2 power play goal. Not only do they get the lead back to just 3 for Golden Knights, but they still got 54 seconds left of a power play. Puck is down at center, and the draw is won by the Mudcats. Looking for another power play goal. 45 seconds left remaining. It's a slap shot. That one goes wide of the net. Puck's fired back into the Mudcat zone. Taylor Kane down the right wing side. Plays it to the goal line. Puck comes to the point. To the near wing. CJ Yoder, a one-timer, got a little bit too under it and went over top of the net. Puck at the point. Brought to the near wing, back to the center point, far side. Taylor Kane, one-timer, hits off the side of the goal and ricochets into the far corner. Olinger gonna pin up against the wall, try to kill off some time. Fights away from 2 Mudcats, sends it up the boards. John Seamer, backhand pass the middle of the rink. It's Olinger coming into the zone. Olinger, right wing side, dangles around. The defender could not get the shot away though. CJ Yoder in behind the cage. Leaves it behind the net. Back to full strength. Go the Golden Knights. 2 penalties by the Golden Knights, and the Mudcats get 1 goal out of it. Cody Page up the near side. Taken by JP Bielstein. Bielstein gives it off to Cody Page. Cody Page will leave this one behind the goal. Collected and brought up by Kyle Phelps, a Colorado native. Moving through the middle of the rink. Now Phelps throws it over to the far side. Taken by Will Hines. Hines dances in behind the net. 15 left in the second period. These long games, so much could happen. Nobody's ever out of it until that fat lady sings at the end. 2 18-minute periods. Cody Page standing behind Mudcats net. He'll throw it up the near side boards. Brought up by Phelps. Phelps throws it down into the far corner. Will Hines cuts around the back check of the Golden Knights. Throws it to the far wing. Phelps, wrist shot. Mello the save. It's loose. And Thomas gets the loose puck. Dylan Thomas fires this one in behind the net, taken by Sean Garsh. Garsh pass up the right wing, Alexi. Alexi moving around the middle of the floor. Skates down the left wing, Alexi. Backhand toe drag into the far corner, fires out towards the point. That one missed his intended target. And Taylor Kane fires one up ahead. Right wing side, long range try, that one misses wide. Comes around to the near boards. This one's chipped back down to the Mudcat zone. Skylar Hoare leaves this one off for Lauren Barron. Barron up the middle of the ring. Pass to the right wing. Skylar Hoare flips one in on goal. The save is made by Mello. He'll get the whistle with 13:48 left in the second period. Mello has another skate issue. all fixed up. John Seamer on the face-off for the Golden Knights. This one's won by the Mudcats. Thrown down into the left corner. A centering feed finds C.J. Yoder. The crafty veteran, who's playing roller hockey before a lot of us were even in grade school. Tosses it to the near wing. And Mike Inouye goes all the way back down to his own end. Inouye picks up speed coming into his offensive zone. Cuts to his right. Joey Dorn watching him. Now it comes out to the point. Long range try. That one's blocked. Will Hines had that opportunity. Puck in behind the net. And it's taken here by Walters. Walters drops it back into his own zone. Here comes Seamer, dancing into his offensive end. Tries a toe drag, but knocked away at the last second by C.J. Yoder as the puck comes to the near side. This one brought up by Phelps. Phelps head fakes to the middle. Wrist shot, that one missed just wide. Race for the puck behind the net. Osterkamp fires around the far boards. Is touched up by the Mudcats, and a penalty coming here. Ryan Galt will head to the penalty box. He'll sit for a minute 30 or less. Golden Knights, 2 for 2 on the power play. They're going to get their third opportunity. And a golden opportunity, no pun intended. Getting their lead back to 4. Trying to get this puck free. There's Tour. Finally they do, but it's held in. On the right side, Ollinger skates down to the point. Ollinger down low to the goal line. Back to Ollinger, right point. Sends it in front. Alexi tries to jam it in tight. A big stop made by Joel Eisenhower. Now at the point, Travis Snow, a wrist shot that goes wide. Travis Snow jumping in the lineup a tad late here. He enters the game. No warm-up. It's got to be a little awkward for him. Now Travis Snow on the far wing. Tries to play it down low for Alexi, and that one misses. You know you're a pretty darn good team when you're winning 4-1 before Travis Snow gets there. Now he's here, even more deadly. Ollinger, right point, waiting, tries to go down low. Eventually it's taken by Garsh. Garsh at the right point, Ollinger into the slot, wrist shot, deflected over top of the net. It's chopped up the far boards. And it's taken here by Travis Snow. Travis Snow, right wing side, fakes a shot, goes down low for Garsh. It's hit it towards the back door. It pops in on goal before Alexi could jam it home. For Scratch said that was Noah in front that whole time. 11:17 left in the second period, a 4-1 lead for the Golden Knights. Still have 8 seconds left in the power play. Looks like I see George Brown hustling back up to the booth here. Got the coffees in hand. Big tie up in the right corner. Skylar Horn is knocked away from the biscuit by John Seamer. Puck comes up the near boards right out of the penalty box. And taking that puck was Galt. Galt gets up ahead, C.J. Yoder in, backhands it across the crease, and it was chipped wide. So George, while you were gone, you missed a Mudcats goal to make it 4-1, but other than that, just a power play that the Golden Knights were unable to converge on. And that's big in this game because it might give the Mudcats some life.
Was it one of those ugly Mudcat goals that they always score?
No, it was a 4-on-2 power play.
Got it.
Jordan Thomas gives it to Seamer, takes a shot, but he's going to the penalty box. That wouldn't have counted even if it would have went in. Golden Knights bench doesn't like the call. They're letting Mike Sarter, referee, know it. But power play here for the Mudcats. George, you got some more social media stuff to attend to here. We'll do that after the power play. What do you say? Mike Inouye will take the face off for the Mudcats. It's a big power play here. Puck is won by the Golden Knights. Nowick's going to be in all alone in a breakaway. Big hit shot by Penn, save made by Eisenhower. He does the full splits to make that stop. Using muscles I don't even know that if I have. Remarkable save by Eisenhower.
Even if I did have them, I lost them a long time ago. I'm 35 now.
I'm not close to that, but I haven't been able to move like that in my entire life. So.
Well, I have on special occasions.
Yeah, like when you're being chased by somebody. Ollinger in, shot, blocker stop made by Joel Eisenhower. You know, this power play here, Golden Knights have had 2 golden opportunities in the Mudcats. Haven't had a sniff. Now another chance and another save.
Yo, remember these saves by Eisenhower here. Remember them because he's coming up huge, and they're shorthanded saves. I mean, shorthanded chances for the PAMA Golden Knights. And now the Mudcats finally regained some composure here on the power play. Just looking at the social media here, Kenny Halverson on Facebook, you guys are the money boys. Boom, that's Kenny Halverson. You know that's Kenny Halverson. You know it. Cripps, right now on the front of my phone, mentioned.
Shot in, Mello the save, it's loose in front.
No Chicago roommate love. Listen, because we were roommates back in Chicago, I think, for State Wars a long time ago. And they're all laughing at something. I don't know why they're laughing in the picture on Twitter, but I gotta check it out. I'm gonna have to check it out.
Skylar Hoare skates up the middle of the rink as a penalty kill here for the Golden Knights. And I got an interesting one here from Brandon Hawkins on Twitter, George. He asked, who's the better coach, George Brown or Tim McManus? Right now, both coaches are 2-0.
Listen,
both coaches are 2-0.
For me to be, I started coaching in 2000, to be even mentioned with Tim McManus, good Lord, man. I mean, I don't know if Hawkins was kidding around, being facetious, but to be honest, to be mentioned with Timmy, he's huge to me in itself. Who hasn't whacked? Why hasn't TK? I'm pretty sure that is. No tight time roommate love from Cripps.
Wrist shot from the point there by Skylar Hoare. Mello soaks it up.
Whack someone for us old guys. Yoder is too classy. Oh man.
So my boy Tyrone says
Cripps.
He agrees with the Conics jerseys with us. He doesn't like them, but the ones he liked was the Lumberjack jerseys from Narch. I don't know if you saw those, but the Cooler Selects, all the Cooler guys.
You say your boy Tyrone?
Yeah.
Y'all know that song? You better call Tyrone. Call him. Y'all remember that? That was a classic back in my day.
George is going on right here.
Listen.
Chance in front. That one is chipped wide of the goal. You like the Lumberjack jerseys?
I think they're bomb. I like them. I'm not a huge fan, but I like them.
They're better than camo, I'll tell you that much for free.
Yeah.
You can barely see the camo. So Travis Snow jumps into this game a little bit late. He's wearing the 3rd jersey and not the normal jersey. The libero, we'll call him for the rest of the game. Travis Snow.
Big shout out to my bro Kenny Tenza. He is not here because of his back issue, so he's not playing here at State Wars. Here's a chance. Kyle Phelps had that chance. He's not playing because of his back issue. He's regularly on the Coyotes LTD team, and he said their pink camos are the best in the game. We have not seen those as of yet. So.
I saw them, but not in a game.
Right. I did not see them. I didn't watch a game that was at Narch, so I didn't see the pink camos. But
I did the green screen stuff that we threw on social today,
cool.
So they look pretty darn
Kenny
cool.
Tenza said they're the best in the game, so we'll have to see that. And he said they're going to have a huge bounce back game in a couple hours. I've got to see who they play.
We got to give a shout out too to all of our boys playing for Team USA.
Yo,
overseas.
The boys played well. They had a tough loss in overtime, I believe it was, right?
Yeah.
To the Czech Republic. I saw the highlights. So happy to see my boy Chris Kendall get on the board first for Team USA. It was a good old Kendall goal. Streaking to the net, gets that pass, and just a long Chris reach that he got it in. So it was big time for Chris Kendall there. Proud of him.
How about Brandon Hawkins and his 37 points in 6 games? Cripps, second on points with 29 in 6 games. Sarvac, 16 in 6. A little bit of a drop-off after those first 2, but still. Your boy Kendall, 12 points in 6 games. They're just putting up the points.
Listen,
it was another great tournament representing the country, and they always do it with respect.
USA, I don't want to hear anything about points. They scored and beat a team 41-0. they can get points in that game all day, so I don't want to hear it with points.
I was being nice, boys.
I'm just kidding.
Just note it. George is beating you, and I was giving you the shout out.
I wasn't beating you. I was saying 41-0. I want to see who scored the most goals in that game.
Well, I'm assuming Hawkins, since he has 37 points in 6 games. We
Probably.
go on a limb and say he got a few in that game.
But listen,
at the least.
Hawkins just texted me and said, who's the better goalie? Is it Chris Kirk or Humes? Those are 2 goalies that I've used in the past. And if it's between those 2 goals, that's a tough one. Chris Kirk was like the Dominic Hasek of roller hockey. He made saves he shouldn't have made. He was just ridiculous. And guys would come up to me after the game and be like, who is this dude? Like, how is he?
Could absolutely steal games.
Yo, he could.
Crazy.
And listen, I haven't always had the most talented teams. And back then when I had Kirk, we had some good talent. But, I mean, you guys know Excitement Hockey doesn't have the capital that some of these other teams do. So, I mean, I lose players at certain times. And look, I'm happy for those guys. I hate those guys in the back of my mind when they leave. But I'm happy for them to get the opportunity. But Chris Kirk came to us at a time that was happening, and he stole games for us. He played well. But right now, if you really want me to answer that question, Brandon Hawkins, send me another text message if you really want me to answer that, or if you just wanted commentary on it.
That one was fired down by.
But send us messages, folks. Like, we're here, and there's
We're
a
all
lot
day
of
for the
time in
next 2
between
days,
whistles, too. Like, the next 2 days, me and Trefty are on Saturday and Sunday. I leave Monday, but Trefty will still be on. But those of you watching PAMA Pro, if you got my number, use it. If you don't have my number, don't ask for it. But you got me on Twitter, Downtown GE Brown, and Snapchat and Instagram, all the same name. Hit me up. I'll have some convos.
Garrett Hart plays it down the wall. Gets it back at the right point. He's in. He shoots. Oh, boy, he missed it just wide. Travis Snow has it on the far side. Down low.
PAMA's scoreless here in the second period.
Tried to go back for Hart, and that one missed. Left wing side. Travis Snow. A shot. Save made by Eisenhower. It's bouncing around in the crease and eventually cleared by Eisenhower. He's had himself a good second half so far.
Yes.
Both goaltenders have been great in this game.
And the first half wasn't that bad. I mean, there was chances that he just couldn't stop.
Backdoor tapping.
He had no chance on.
Behind the goal.
We're in the game number 6, the last game in this set of games. The next game coming up will be the Border Cats and Snipers. Trefty, how'd your team do?
We lost by 7, but, you know, we were heavily...
So you're in the bronze medal game?
Yes, we were heavily outmanned, and I thought they played extremely well. Great group of kids. They didn't give up the whole game. They could have hung their heads. We were down by 5.
And we talked about that before.
Got back to within a couple. My boy Brad Camp had a few awesome snipes.
And
they played extremely well. Even Jackson Blumker got a goal.
Nice.
He's my stay-at-home defenseman.
Nice.
He had the Goldilocks flowing in the wind. He tapped
That's
home.
Bloemker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that name. Yeah, it was crazy because, of course, you got the 2 top guys on your team, Sawyer Howe and Brad Camp. But Blumker didn't play bad at all. He's one of those solid players that you just look for consistency.
He knows what he's doing. Yeah.
You know, and in your game, I know we talked that there were 2 clear favorites in that division at the top, and that was a semifinal, right?
Yeah.
And so you played one of them, and I mean, it was clear that you guys would have pulled off a huge upset if you won. But you're in the bronze medal game tomorrow.
In the second half, we lost 2-1. We were down by 6 at halftime. So
and that's huge.
That was because they listened at half. We made some changes. They even called a Georgie Brown timeout. We got 2 quick goals right after the timeout. So I felt like they listened. Maybe it was a coincidence, but I could be wrong.
So you're in the 2006.
8 o'clock tomorrow, bronze medal game.
Bronze medal game. So I'm here. Championship starting at 7:20.
Woo!
Wow.
A 2-on-1 here
But all right,
for
we'll
the
do
Golden
that.
Knights. Osterkamp.
Oh, Osterkamp missed it.
Shot. Osterkamp had the entire net, but he just squibbed it off the post. Alexi.
But tomorrow, Trefty's running. After the bronze medal game, Trefty's a stalwart. He is doing, I'm going to be on color for all the games. He wants to do play-by-play for everything, championships and pro games. We got championships all day here, then pro games afterwards. And you'll hear Trefty on the play-by-play, and I'll be on the color, which I love to do. So we'll do the same thing tomorrow, guys. Send me what you think, your opinions on games. And there's a high sticking penalty, but it was his own team. It was his own team, so no penalty coming up. He took that one to the eye, so they can't blow it yet. But now they do. High sticking penalty, but it was his own team. That's why there's no penalty called.
Just an unfortunate play. Certainly isn't fun. Hey, Hawk reaches out to me on Twitter, George, and he says, what do you think, George? Does Kenny Tenzo look like John LaPola or what?
I'm not answering that. I'm not answering that because I got the same text message, and I will say it's close. I'll say it's close. But
looks like we have a little bit of blood on the floor, so it'll take a second or two to clean that up as Jordan Thomas gets back to the bench.
Cripps has to be drinking too much right now. Has to be. I gotta give a shout out to my boy. And there was some blood on that play, but it was the same team. So I gotta give a shout out to my boy Tommy McCullum. Kendall said he wanted a shout out, so I gotta give my boy Tommy McCullum a shout out. Best goalie and roller? Yeah, why not? Because that's my boy.
I scored him once.
I'll take. You scored him once?
It was a pickup game, but I'm gonna count it.
I've asked Tommy to play for me at Tours now for 4 straight years.
Yeah.
And he always has an injury. I think he just doesn't want to play for me.
Trust me, people talk about his name because I'm always defending the roller guys. So if you guys don't think I'm always defending you, if you're playing in the Coast or the American League or the SP, your name gets brought up. I'm talking about you guys like the superstars.
Yeah. And not only
I'm
that,
always defending the roller guys. So if Ty McCullum's name gets brought up, I'm telling everybody how great he is.
Yeah, but
at
not
roller and ice.
I may chirp Tommy now, but listen, he's not just an amazing goalie, but he's a phenomenal friend. I've known the kid since he was 13, 14 years old. He's a great friend, and he did something for me when he wasn't able to make it to a tournament that no other person would have ever done. So I thank Tommy for that.
And Mella makes the save. It's still loose, though. Turning and firing a shot with Bielstein. That one goes wide. Another chance from a bad angle. That one was blocked.
Phelps is getting a lot of chances here. Kyle Phelps is getting chances all over the place. It's going to be interesting. You know how long I've coached Phelpsy, and we play against him next game.
Cody Page pivots into the near circle. Page, a backhand shot, and Mello makes the stop. So, back to my original point, I'm always defending the Roller Rock guys. If you want to come to Atlanta and play for the Glads in ECHL, I'm sure I'd get you a nice deal, because there's 100% favoritism toward the Roller guys in my organization. Just throwing that out there,
and we love
gentlemen.
that.
Just throwing that out there. Also, because I'm trying to, get my one ringer for the State Wars team, but that's whatever. Chance in tight, that goes off the side of the net. Mello tries to jam it.
And we talked about this style of play earlier, Trefty, just throwing it toward the net, and that's what the Mudcats are doing. They're getting a lot of pressure down low because they throw it toward the net and get that action in front. 1.5 minutes left in this game. The game has flown by in the second period when we got our guys hitting us up and we got some more stuff to talk about than just the action.
Coming down the left side, Skylar Hoare, top of the circle, slap shot, the save made by Mello. He hangs on for the whistle with 1:15 left in the second. You know what I've liked from Mr. Bielstein out there today is he's played with a controlled intensity, because he's always going to play intense, but he's kept his cool out there. He's making his hits, he's making his plays, he's got a couple goals, but he's not taking himself out of the game, because normally he gets so fired up sometimes. So I've liked that. He's got a controlled intensity out here, and he's had some success today.
Listen, he has. I think we need to, if we had a rumor mill for roller hockey going into State Wars, because we know Tours and Narcs teams usually do the same, but coming in here, there's only 12 teams, so the guys that aren't playing or on teams are picked up. If we had a rumor mill, it'd be so much fun to talk about what happened with the J.P. Bielstein incident, because up until a week ago, he was on the excitement roster. But we won't talk about that. It's on the rumor mill. That's where I got that from.
We have a penalty, not sure when and where. Interference is called.
Interference is going to 10. Travis No's going to get it.
Not the biggest fan of the call. He's going to head to the penalty box.
Ty Svoboda and Tom McCullum. There's a bet going on down over in Italy. Can Svoboda score 20 goals in 40 minutes on Fear's nets? I would say probably not. But I wonder what they bet. That's what I want to know. How much was put on that bet?
Nothing better than roller hockey on mini stick nets. That's got to be weird for the guys over there with those tiny little nets.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
You want to come in, go high glove, and instead you're just throwing it off the glass for fun. Hopefully you're all having a great time over there. Hope you're having fun watching us right now. But no matter the situation, it's always cool to represent your country. So,
Sean Floman saying, we're the voice of State Wars, keep up the good work. So a good shout out from him. It's funny, I open up Kenny Halverson's Facebook message, and what do I see? My Price is Right shot he sent to me a long time ago.
Hey, George, Hawk says, who's your favorite player of all time?
Oh, easy, Brandon Hawk. No, I'm just kidding.
It's the second best goaltender of all time, Dominic Hasek. Long range
You gotta make that more specific, Hawkins, and we'll answer it next game, but more specific. Best player I've coached or best player in the game of all time?
Or is it even ice hockey?
Yeah, make it more specific. Let me know, bro. They're at 300 euros so far on that bet. No one has Labeda.
I was about to try to maybe do some exchange in my head, but I'm just going to let that one slide because I can't exchange it. Or do simple
Can't wait for
math.
Border Cats Snipers coming up next. Border Cats, we'll talk about that game in a minute. We'll get to that game after this.
I will let you know some simple math here. A 3-goal victory for the PAMA Labeda Golden Knights. One more shot towards the net goes over top. And the Mudcats fall to the PAMA Labeda Golden Knights by the score of 4-3. We're out for a break and we're back for our next game. Mission Bauer Border Cats. Mission Labeda Snipers. George might have a new candidate for some of our favorite jerseys, because the Snipers' new jerseys are about to come out with looking pretty sharp. But we'll talk about that. We'll get you to the play-by-play, and we'll have the coverage for you in the PAMA Pro Invitational after this on SWH Live.